Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the new package management workflows in Dynamo. You can use these workflows to update package details and descriptions for your existing packages, as well as add version compatibility to published packages. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'll be using some sample examples. I've already published these dummy packages. In your case, you either already have published these packages or you can publish this package from Package Manager in Dynamo. Once you have published your package, if you want to update package description and add compatibility information, you'll find the new package management workflow in the Package Manager website very useful. To begin with, we need to go to the Package Manager website. The link for the website is in the description of this video, or you can also just search for Dynamo Package Manager in your browser. Now you have to log in. When you log in, you'll get access to update and add information to the packages that you have published. You can log in using the login details of your Autodesk account and authenticate yourself. And once you log in, you'll notice that there is a My Packages tab on the top. And when you click on it, you get a list of all the packages that you have published to date. So in my case, I'm going to go and open this particular test sample package that I have created. You'll notice that there is the website link that I had provided, as well as repo link and a sample description. If you want to come in and update your description or website link, or you want to add more information here, so this is where you can click on that edit package details button and go in and I'm just going to copy paste it, add more information and click on save changes. So you'll notice that this updates the package description. So the next thing is, how can I add compatibility information? So for that, click on the version card that you want to update the information for. In my case, I just have one version for this package. If you have multiple versions, all of them would be listed as individual cards, which are collapsible or expandable by clicking on them. So I'm going to click on it here. You'll notice there is a depends on field here. This is a list of all the other Dynamo custom packages that your package depends on, both direct dependencies as well as indirect dependencies. There is no action required here to come in and update this information. This information is automatically populated when you publish the package based on the files that you upload. So when you are within Package Manager in Dynamo, based on all the information that you provide as well as the files that you upload, the depends on package list will be auto-populated. So you need not update anything in here. What you do need to update is the compatibility information. So for that, click on the pencil icon next to compatibility. And what you will notice is this brings up a modal with multiple options to pick from. We have created a detailed blog post which talks about all the different steps to follow, as well as which option to pick and how to add compatibility information in detail. And you can find that by clicking on the help icon here. That will take you to the blog post. So now in this demonstration, I'll use some examples and walk us through each of these different options and how to add compatibility information in each of this case. Also, I would like to point out that you can find what each of these options mean by hovering on the tooltip icon here. So host programs only, this is for if your package has any host dependencies and works only in host programs and does not work in Dynamo Core, also known as Sandbox. The second option here is host programs and Dynamo Core. So this is where you have a package which has host dependencies, but also has a collection of nodes, which are core nodes like some math functions, geometry functions, UI functions, list management, and so on, in which case it will be compatible in Dynamo Core. So you can go with this option in that case. And finally, the last option here is Dynamo Core. So this is where your package is a core package, and it will work in all host programs as well, because it doesn't have any dependencies, or it has a collection of core nodes that is compatible and is supported in all the host programs of Dynamo. So going to the examples here, the first example here I'm using a sample example for a package wherein this version is compatible with all Revit versions for the year 2025, as well as Civil 3D for the year of 2025. So given it doesn't work for Dynamo Core, it is only working in Revit and Civil 3D, I'm going to go with the first option here. So you'll notice that it brings up a bunch of fields in here for me to populate. So first I'll start with Revit. I'll pick Revit here. And the range is, what I want to say in this case is I want to say it works for all versions of 2025. So from the minimum, I'm going to pick 2025. And for max, what you'll notice is there is an option for 2025.x. So what this wildcard means is it works for all versions of 2025. And what this does is, the reason why we have added this wildcard version is this reduces the upkeep for yourself in the future. For example, if there is a new minor or patch version of Revit for 2025 that is released in the future, once you have updated this compatibility information, you don't have to come in and update it. If you know your package will be compatible in all versions of 2025, you can use this wildcard option and say it's compatible from 2025, starting with 2025 all the way to 2025.x. And then I can click add. So what you'll notice is it's populated here on the right-hand side under the all compatible versions. Next, I want to add Civil 3D compatibility. So I'm going to add pick Civil 3D from the host list. Same thing, I will start with 2025, pick 2025.x. So to say that it is compatible with all versions of 2025, and I'm going to click add. So that's being updated here. If needed, you can also add individual versions. Say, once I've done this, now Revit 2026 is released, and I want to say it is compatible with Revit 2026. I can later come in, select Revit 2026, and add that to the list as well. Now I don't want to add it, so I'm going to remove it. You can remove it by clicking on the X mark here, and then I hit save and close. What you'll notice is it's giving me a message. It might take up to 15 minutes for this information to be reflected in Package Manager in Dynamo, because it takes a couple of minutes for the information to update on the server and for it to update in the Package Manager. But you can find that this information has been updated here on the website. Up next, let's look at example 2. So this is a case where I have a package which has Revit dependencies and is compatible from all the way from Revit 2020 all the way to 2025.2. And for Dynamo Core, it is compatible with 2.4 and up. So going back in here, I'll click on the version, click on the compatibility icon, and looking at the options here, it is compatible with the host program and also has a bunch of nodes, which is compatible with Dynamo Core. So I want to say option number 2. And I can again pick Revit. I want to say 2020 all the way up to 2025.2. And for Dynamo, I wanted to say 2.4 all the way up to all versions of Dynamo 3. And I can click add. Now it has updated. In case you want to update this range, what I do want to point out here is we only support one range per host. So in which case, if you want to update it, you'll have to come in here and delete this version and then add the updated version. So what I mean here is if I pick now 2020, I want to update it all the way till, say, all versions of 2026. It will give me a warning that I cannot do this. So I will have to delete this. And then if I click add now, it has updated the range. And then I can click on save and close. and you'll notice that it has updated it. Since this is a package which is compatible with Dynamo Core, what it also means is since it's a Dynamo Core package, it will be shown as compatible in all host programs as well. So in Dynamo for Revit, Dynamo for Civil 3D, and so on. So if you know your package will work in some capacity in all host programs and you support it in all of these programs, then you can choose. You can also choose this option and just pick the Dynamo versions. And on the back end, it will pick the host version that has been mapped with these Dynamo versions and show it as compatible with the respective host programs as well. So in my case, I wanted to say 2.5 to 2.19. And I also wanted to say 2.1 was just, which is out of range, but I know my package works in that particular version of Dynamo Core. And I can select and then hit save and close, and you can see that this has been updated. So while updating compatibility information, if you're unsure about what version of Dynamo is integrated with which host version, you can find the host and Dynamo version mapping information in the Dynamo primer. We have added this host integration map here, and we'll keep this updated in the future as well. So the link for this particular host integration map is also included below this video. You'll also find it in the detailed blog post that we have for the package manager and new workflows. So that's about it. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for supporting the Dynamo community with your packages. We know that this new package management workflow will only get better with time, and especially with all of your help. So thanks again for your time.